Hello everyone, welcome to back my channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before starting the video, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button. And give this video a thumbs up 90 day. The single life star Debbie Aguero is going to spend the rest of her life single, and Oussama Berber is to blame for her misery. Debbie is a 67-year-old woman from Georgia. She's a poet and artist by profession who also sells semi-precious jewelry for a living. Debbie was living her life in darkness after her second husband cheated on her. She was married to him for 23 years until he began traveling more than usual for work. Debbie used a private investigator to find out that her ex was having an affair abroad. The divorce left Debbie broken, and her self-esteem took a hit. Debbie was on a break from dating for 12 years until Oussama reached out to her on social media. He wooed Debbie with his art and poetry, so she went to Morocco to meet Oussama, who was 20 years old at the time. Debbie realized she was 43 years older than Oussama, but Oussama convinced Debbie they were meant to be. Debbie and Oussama dated for 4 years until she moved to Morocco to marry him in 90 Day Fiancé. The Other Way Season 4. Debbie was all set to settle down there, but Oussama got cold feet and revealed his true intentions. Oussama wanted to marry Debbie to move to the US. Debbie realized that Oussama never loved her and only wanted to use her for a green card, so she went back home. She also saw that Oussama was turning into a different person at night. "I'm afraid of the dark here in Morocco. It's like he changes completely," Debbie said. However, she continued talking to Oussama despite their split. He had called Debbie 1,000 times to get back together, but she hadn't responded. Oussama not giving Debbie closure isn't helping her move on. Debbie knows Oussama is wrong for her, and his presence is preventing her from moving on. During every 90 Day Fiancé segment, Debbie makes sure she mentions Oussama and compares every man she meets to him, even though there is nothing similar between Oussama and the men she dates. Debbie met a man named Russ on a date after matching with him on a dating app. Debbie scared him away by telling him about her relationship with Oussama on their first date. Debbie hiding her real age from Russ made matters worse. Russ and Debbie never had a second date. However, she did find a new guy named Ruben to go out with. This time around, Debbie was sure she had met her soulmate. Known as Ruben the Cuban, he had a colorful personality like her, was age-appropriate, and liked to travel. However, Debbie had to go to Miami to meet Ruben, and her son Julian insisted he would accompany her. Julian had warned Debbie about Oussama using her. He turned out to be right, which made him think every decision his mom makes when it comes to dating is wrong. A police officer by profession, Julian sees red flags in all the men interested in his mother. Julian meddling in his mom's dating life is a terrible idea. Debbie should consider putting up boundaries with him, so he isn't the reason she doesn't find love. Julian could end up third-wheeling on her date with Ruben on 90 Day, the Single Life Season 4. It remains to be seen if Ruben will continue to date Debbie after the show.